Hi friends, thank you so much for joining me today. My name's Cole Chance. If you haven't met me, nice to meet you. I wanted to show you some yin poses today, some slow release poses. So we'll do about 3 today, and we'll really start to release the fascia. Release with yin works on the connective tissues, and we'll start to get those a little more supple. So this can be a beautiful practice standalone, and it can also work really well with any of your other yoga practices, flow practices. And yeah, see how it fits in, see how you vibe with it. When I first started doing some yin, it was really hard for me because I'm kind of a go, 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 really wanting to move, hard for me to sit with my mind. And this, these poses sometimes held, 5, 10 minutes. Maybe even longer. So you just kind of have to sit with yourself. So it's a practice in all other kinds of things as well. Focusing on the breath, focusing on the mental clarity or the mental fog that we go through. So let's just try it. Have an open heart, an open mind, be gentle with yourself, and let's give it a go. So let's begin sitting back on the heels. You have the 2 blocks out in front of you. We're going to come into a puppy pose, so maybe we'll bring the blocks to the top of the mat. So we'll take a little bit of time to kind of get into each pose and make sure that we're where we want to be. You can spread the knees a little bit wider than hips distance. I'll need to come back just a little bit. So puppy pose, we're bringing the chest towards the ground. The hands will be on the blocks. You can bring the chin to the ground. You can bring the forehead to the ground, depending on how open you are already. And find a place where you can start to settle in. So we're really going to tap into the breath here. The breath will continue to take us deeper into the pose. The deeper the breathing, the more we're telling the body that we're safe, that everything's okay, that it can relax. And bring the mind to focus on the breath as well. You can also turn the head to one side or the other, but if you do that, we'll want to switch halfway. Maybe check in and pull the shoulder blades back onto the back a little bit. See if you can bring them together. Every exhale, feeling a little deeper into the pose. If this is really just going to be too much, not feeling good today, you can come into a child's pose as well. So either one of these. A couple different options. Wherever you are, turn your head. If you have your head turned, go ahead and turn it on the other side and we'll even out. So resting either in child's pose or in puppy pose, wherever you are. So I'm far from getting used to sitting with my mind. I made that sound like I used to be like that, and I'm not anymore. I still have the puppy mind running around all the time, wanting to do to-do lists or fantasizing or planning. So it's a constant work for me to check back in, to bring myself back to my breath, back to the present. Some things that I find that are good are kind of checking in with my surroundings. Like I am on my yoga mat right now. My hands are on the blocks. My hips are over my knees. I'm in puppy pose. Just kind of being aware of the surroundings. Or I'm in Austin, Texas, wherever you are. It can just be good to, maybe it would be a helpful way to come present, to stay present. Really wanting to tap into the sensations in the body. So if we are running off in our mind, then we're not aware of what's happening with us right here. 3 more rounds of breath here. We bring the head to center wherever you are, chin or forehead. Good, begin to come up. We'll come all the way onto the belly. So these poses can be held for shorter, and they can definitely be held for longer. So once you kind of learn them, then you can pause the video or know that you can stay longer. Okay, so belly down. We're going to place these shoulders, these blocks underneath our shoulders. So you can place them down on the lowest setting, right underneath, or I like to place mine on the second highest setting. I'm going to bring my forehead down. The arms will be kind of coming like a chicken wing, I guess would be a good description, eh? Bring the head down. Oh, this is a good one. So breathing, feeling supported by these blocks. Feeling the pressure in the shoulders and the deltoids. This is kind of resetting, like telling our shoulders, go back where they're supposed to go. So again, you can turn the head to one side or the other as long as we even it out. Just find something where that's comfortable. You don't want to be straining anywhere. You want to be fully relaxing over the stretch, fully let go. So, you know, by releasing, by letting go of the tightness in the body, we're able to go deeper into the stretch, to be open, to become more open. So just like in life, you know, parigraha, it means letting go, is the yama in the yoga philosophy. It means to let go. So as soon as we can begin to let go of this illusion of control that we have over things, then we can truly be open to, you know, what can happen. Because if we're so focused on something and getting something exactly the way that we want it, we can pass so many opportunities, you know, missed connections, and just not being aware of, you know, something wonderful right in front of us. If you have your head turned to one side, then turn to the other side. There's a little story about monkeys and how they catch monkeys. So they'll catch a monkey. They'll have like a coconut or a box or something, and the people will cut a hole in the coconut and they'll place a banana inside of it. Then the monkey will come and he'll slide his hand in and he'll grab the banana. So the hole's big enough for him to get his hand in. He grabs the banana, but he can't get his hand out because he won't let go of the banana, because he has his fists clenched. So he winds up getting caught, and they'll take them, you know, to do whatever horrible things they do to monkeys when they catch them, I suppose. But if he could only let go of the banana, he would be able to slide his hand back out. So just a little parable about, you know, we have the choice to open up. We have the choice to release something. You know, the grasping, it's a tendency. We want what we want. We have expectations. We have hopes. So it's a learned behavior to begin to, you know, let life happen. Because really, truly the only way that it does, whether we are going to hold on to the banana or not, it's still going to do its thing. So learning to let go. A couple more rounds of breath here. Bring the forehead or chin to the floor. Bring the hands down underneath the shoulders. Move the blocks. We'll come into Sphinx pose just for a moment. So we'll have a 90-degree angle with the arms, shoulders over the elbows, wrist coming right out. Point the toes going straight back. Push the tops of the feet into the ground. Press the pubic bone into the ground. Pull the elbows towards the heels. Bring the chest forward. Sphinx pose. One more inhale. And release down. Good. Tuck the toes. Press back, child's pose just for a moment. Let's bring the knees together. Hands down by the sides. Small ball. And slowly start to come back up. All right, I'm going to show you this this torture pose from one of my teachers, Denise in Bali. It's intense, but it's really good. You learn to love it. How about that? So we'll be laying down on our side. So I'm going to bring the first block long ways, parallel. I'm going to bring it up into my lats. So kind of underneath the armpit, you can kind of feel the muscular part right here. You're going to start to lay on top of it. So if you want, you can hang the head. It might add a little bit more weight. It might be a little bit more intense, but it's already intense. So don't kill yourself here. You don't want to go out like this. Bring your head to the second block and try to find somewhere where you can fully inhale and exhale. This is really intense for me. But I can still breathe. I can still breathe right here. So the first time she showed me this pose, she walked by and she's like, what'd she say? Just asked me, she's like, how's this pose? You like this pose? And I was like, you are horrible like from this position. She just laughed at me. This is like the ultimate good hurt. So you might feel some like twinging, a little bit of shaking. There's a lot of trigger points and a lot of adhesions that we hold in the lats and in the teres minor and all this area right here. And it doesn't get a lot of attention, so this is really breaking some stuff up. So whatever feels good with the legs, I'll probably spread mine out a little bit more so I have some more, a little bit more support. And if you need a little more, if you're more of a sadist, then you can kind of roll forward and roll back. This really helps in if you're working on wheel pose or dolphin pose or anything, with the hands kind of behind the head. This really helps to open that up. Let's stay for about 10 more breaths here. And then luckily we have two sides. So take one more big breath. You can feel when you inhale really, really deep breath, it even like pushes farther down into the block. So big inhale, one more. Woo, exhale. Take your left hand down into the ground, push yourself up. Kind of seeing some stars, and we'll switch sides. Take a moment here in just the middle and kind of roll the shoulders back and feel what's going on in there. I'm like kind of tingling on this whole side of my body. Okay. Let's go to the other side. So same thing. Kind of sitting in like a mermaid style stance here, or sit, I suppose. Kind of hold on to the block as you come down and find the target area. And then bring the head down to a block. So don't be shy, go ahead and get in there. If you aren't feeling anything, then tell me your secret. But we should all be quite tight here. Go ahead and let me know in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about this. Or if you ever want to watch my video again. So I'm going to come up a little bit higher there. So you might need to move it around a couple times to figure out where it needs to be. You can roll front to back. You can open up this top arm too if you just want a little bit of, if you want a little extra stretch, open up this pec muscle, pectoral muscle. So what can you let go of here? Are you holding on to anything? Are you holding your breath? Gripping your jaw? What more can you let go of? Where's your mind? Can you let go of some spinning thought? Five more rounds of breath. Sinking in, letting that open. Taking really big breaths, expanding into the sensation. At the top in. Start to push yourselves up. And sit up on the block. Close your eyes. Feel in with the body. You need to move the shoulders around. Do whatever you need to do. Just feel into the space. I feel like I've really dropped in. Like I feel much more grounded, rooted right now. You're focusing on the breath, slowing down, less frenetic. So just always noticing. So know you can come back to this video. You can use these poses. You can use them for shorter periods of time. You can extend the length as well. Bring your hands together, thumbs at third eye. Thank you for letting me be part of your practice, trusting me to be your guide. The light, the love, and the teacher within me bows and sees the light, the love, and the teacher within you. We bow forward together and say, Namaste.